33 days post-op. Uh, I have taken some pictures. Actually, I was on the receiving end of some reverse anti-body shaming hypocrisy. I'm not really sure what. It doesn't make sense to me that if we are not supposed to shame people for being overweight, underweight, or whatever case may be, body shaming. Should we really try to shame someone that wants to change something on themselves? Well, anyway, so it made me feel weird. In fact, I was really depressed for a couple of days. And I mean, I don't have second thoughts about what I did. I just have second thoughts about that person, quite honestly. But anyway, okay, so I, I had second thoughts about sharing the pictures because, well, this is what I have to say about this recovery. This recovery has been pretty horrendous. And I am not saying I wasn't warned. The doctor, the nurse, the internet warned me. They say the first 2 weeks is going to be really bad. And, well, no, they didn't say really bad. It's going to be pretty painful. Well, it was really bad. So that's what it was. If you ask me, man, I couldn't hardly get out of bed. I was a mess. Oh, especially the first entire whole week. I was not very good at all. And, honestly, I wasn't good enough to even make notes about it. Now it seems like forever ago, but, it's like I couldn't hardly walk. Um, Definitely not sleeping well because I had to sleep on my back. I never normally sleep on my back. I'm a right side. My right side is my favorite side. And then normally I go right side, tummy, left side, tummy, right side, tummy, left side, tummy. And never on the back. Unless, if I have a really bad cold and I just can't keep the snot from running out of my head, or I have to like lay on my back and be at an angle for coughing or something. That's one thing because I wouldn't be sleeping well anyway in those circumstances. But so sleeping on my back with the wedge pillow. Thank God I bought that about the second day. Um, and then at least the first probably 2 whole weeks, maybe 3 weeks, I had a big couch cushion. Back cushion is like part of an actual couch in my bed that I put my feet on. And so, okay. So anyway, that was difficult because I couldn't sleep properly. Um, and actually, beyond the first 2 weeks, even the third week, I was still, I didn't think it was much better than the second week. Every day I felt a little better, most dramatically at the beginning, but and even now that it's 33 days, every day I feel a little bit better. I feel a little more normal. But yeah. So you don't know what to Google until it happens, right? So, and I kept saying, well, like, is it normal for for me to be this big now? I mean, I am so swollen still. I was so swollen, and I had gone to the doctor. I'm not sure what date it was, but like the last time that I went, and I think it was about, I think it was last Friday, and this is Sunday, so a little over a week. Um, and they're just like, no, this is normal. My whole, from under my bra down to my pubic bone was all really hard. It was like hard, um, which is weird. I mean, it just didn't, plus being numb, of course, but it was hard. I expected the numbness. I didn't expect this feeling like even harder than that. My whole, even harder than the shoulder bone, the whole front of me. I had no idea that was going to happen. And then, of course, I Googled it, and people are like, am I still supposed to be hard? 4 weeks, and I'm like, oh, yeah, right on. So anyway, I do still have a very hard middle section. The hard part has shrank down a little bit. I think at the beginning was way up under my bra, all the way across. Of course, my ribs are under there too, but now it's gone to where I can get like this much, a finger width up there feels normal. And well, basically on the sides down the very shape of my rib cage. So all of that, my rib cage is feeling pretty normal now. I'll tell you, 2 days ago it didn't. So um, I took measurements. It was on 9/11 because I looked at my phone. I think that must have been, yeah, that must have been the day I had my appointment too, because that's about a week ago, and a little more. Anyway, God, I just went through that and lost my train of thought. All right, I did measurements because I'm like, what in the hell? This doesn't seem right to me. So, so basically, I measured the thinnest part of my abdomen, um, which right now is right under my ribs. not, not normally. My waist is normally below that, but right now that's the thinnest part. So I measured that. Now, what did that turn out to be? Oh, just a second, I forget. My memory is terrible. It all puts me right into shock anyway. Okay, open up phone. Come on. Don't be a boob. Okay. So, on, okay, way up there, I measured 30. I don't think I ever measured myself there before. It's just an odd spot. So I, I measured 30. It seemed big. And uh, and so then, and this is not easy because nothing is very, it's all just very balloony shape right now. So I found where my mind tells me my waistline is in the back. And then I wrapped it right over my, excuse me, right over my belly button. And I mean, my belly button didn't used to be on my waistline. I think other people's are, but I just had the strangest body anyway. But anyway, this is how I can figure out where to measure, right? So it's about where my waistline would be. Feels right in the back anyway. Um, 33. I've never had a narrow waist. I'm built sort of straight up and down, more or less, except for the pot. Um, but I mean, I don't think I ever had a waist measurement below 27, even when I was young and stuff. I don't think 27, I think, is the best I ever did. But I think really before this, I was probably more like 29, right? So that's, yeah, 29 to 33. That's 4 inch increase. Fun stuff. And then I measured right above the cut. I guess I don't know. Probably where the cut is where I would normally have measured my hips, but this is just like right above it, 36. Now I think my hips are normally, I think about 35, 30. I don't really remember. Hips was never the problem. Belly was the problem. So anyway, and then every day I'm poking and feeling, am I still hard as a rock? Am I I run my hands down my rib cage because I kind of have a memory of what it's supposed to feel like. As soon as I hit the bottom of the rib cage, boink, it goes out. It used to go in a little bit. Um, so yeah, I haven't been happy with that. But for the most part, I'm not super uncomfortable anymore. And I did measure this morning because I thought, ooh, I think I made a little progress. I have made 1 inch progress on each measurement. depending on if I'm holding it the same way in the same spot at the same tightness. I'm going to take it because otherwise I'm going to lose my mind. So, anyway, I did not expect that. Continuing with what I did not expect, I had extreme back pain. And I think that this was because at the basically the last minute, I added on fat grafting. And although they tell me that the back pain is normal or expected, and I think when you Google it, it tells you that. But of course, I didn't Google it in advance because you don't know to question it. And besides, I was excited. This is the thing. They warn you. It's not gonna feel good. You're gonna be a mess, it's gonna be a blur for whatever. Um, but and I'm sure I'm very typical here. By this point, you're so excited about the prospects of not having this problem that is driving you nuts that you're just like, okay, no, that's fine. I don't care. Whole month pain, no problem. Well, it is a problem. Also, I did expect tiredness, of course, anytime you get a surgery and you're healing and all that. I am still so darn tired. uh, I mean, I fall asleep right after dinner practically. My husband has always gone to sleep a good hour and a half before me. Not anymore. And then he gets up way before me. I am getting 10, 11 hours of sleep every night. And I'm still tired in the afternoon. I'm like, okay, we got to quit that. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of the problem there. Um, oh, and also in concert with the back pain. Oh my God, I had incredible bruising all over my back. And when I asked about that, they're like, that's from the liposuction. And the liposuction was from the fat grafting because they don't just use your throwaway fat, which why not? I don't know, just laying there. Plenty. Anyhow. Oh my God, yes. And so this is a weird thing about it. So I started working this week on my traffic box project, and it's actually pretty physical. I mean, it's not a super physical job, but it is much more physical than what I'm doing right now. And I was doing okay. Really, the thing that bothered me was the back pain. It didn't bother me at first, but then by the end of the day, and these are not full days, but by the end of my work day, my back was killing me, and the front was not, but the back was killing me. But the front, the swelling would be so bad by the time I get done. And, my husband's like, maybe you shouldn't be working. And but I asked them a million times, and they're like, oh, yes, you'll be able to do it. And plus, it was a whole week past when I thought it was going to start because of the heat wave. I don't know. It gets much more puffed up. And I would like to say that it feels like it's going to explode. So that's fun. Okay. Now at this point, I still have, let me look. And if my underpants get onto it, I'm still bleeding down there a little bit. Okay, so yeah, I've got about 3 patches of the glue, which just looks like a gross scab because, it's all bloody when they put it on there. So, 3 1-inch pieces of the glue is still on there, still on there. The rest of it's gone away. So that's good. Um, Something I didn't expect. Apparently, there was a lot of stuff. Uh, I had a sunburn sensation on my skin, on my abdomen, which is weird because it's mostly numb. Like all that hard part is like numb. So it's mostly numb. And when, for instance, if I rub the CBD cream on it, I can't even really. It's weird because I can't feel it, but yet I can feel it. So I sort of have a little bit of a sun, like a light sunburn, not a bad one, not keep you awake. Just like when your t-shirt moves over it, it's like, ooh, I just got out of the sun just in time. 5 more minutes, and I would, so kind of a sunburn feeling. Um, oh, and additionally, I have noticed that I'm having a little bit of hair loss. That doesn't surprise me because I know that it does happen if you have any kind of surgery, even really an emotional shock can cause it because I've had that happen too. So I've noticed a little more hair in the brush. Nothing, I'm not freaked about that. So now here, oh yeah, and like they said that the internet said you wear the compression garment to reduce the swelling. But the first time I went in, she says, don't wear that anymore. Just leave it off. Nothing, nothing stretchy, nothing tight, nothing, nothing, nothing. So I'm like, well, okay. I kind of want to put it on to get the swelling to go down, but she was adamant. No, don't wear anything. She cut my underpants. She cut up my bra. I gave her permission. She's like, they didn't even seem tight. I thought they were like loose, but nope. She hacked them up, and so I have now I'm wearing some bikini pants that I've had so long that one of them, the elastic, just quit elasting, and I've hardly ever worn them because they are the kind that come down low, and no, I with the belly I just couldn't do it. And plus they are too big in the butt. So but they're nice. They're satin. I don't even know where I got these. It's 3 pack. And one of them got the no elastic problem for God, no reason that I can think of. The other pairs are okay. And so I'm going around with a baggy butt like a diaper. Oh my God, it's so fun. But it's just funny to me. But the deal is, because of this, now 33 days out, I have not been able to wear anything with a waistband. I cannot wear pants. I can't wear pants. I can't wear a skirt either because it has a waistband. And even, I mean, she cut my bra up, so I'm like, well, I can't even wear an empire waist. What could I wear? You have to wear sack-like clothing. I went through all this to wear sack-like clothing. Which, yeah, whatever. I know that's temporary, and they've promised me by vacation, middle of October, I'll be able to wear regular clothes. I really wonder. I mean, okay, I don't have the pot. Maybe I can fit into my jeans. I mean, like, oh God. And it couldn't feel good at this point, but anyway. Oh, another weird thing is, it's happening less now, but at certain points, it feels very much like at about 6 months pregnant when the baby starts rolling around. So it's like I don't feel anything from the outside, but it feels like my muscles are doing something. I don't know what the hell that is. So anyway, how much fun is that? So because I can't wear pants, I have been painting a traffic box out on the corner, a traffic corner, in a dress, in the wind, sometimes on a step stool, having to sometimes sit on the ground, up and down, over and out, all of it in a dress. I'm sure I look like a total weirdo. I and maybe it's true. Okay, enough about the complaining. I will say, from the side, I look so much better already. Oh my God, so much better than my old body. From the front, I don't look that weird, but I know I'm way swollen. I'm a little more pear-shaped than I should be. I think it'll fix itself eventually. They say it will. So about the face, so I did get the face, didn't I? Oh, and the hands. The hands are nice. Hands are nice. I mean, they're nice. They're not perfect, but they're nice. Can't fix old skin. I have old skin. Okay, so Don't poke yourself in the. Okay. Okay, this side shows better. This, I know I had crow's feet there. The flat spot, lots better. Even, I don't know if this is better, but this is definitely better. And this is definitely better. This is probably a little better. I didn't really ask about that. I mean, I did ask about it, but that's just a thing that's the shape of your face, right? I don't know. This stuff, and I pointed it out to her, like, not last time, but the time before. I'm like, how come I still have this? I don't think she did anything up here. Uh, who knows? It's like if you can't tell, is that good? But in a way, it is because I don't, I want to look like me. I look like me. My mouth looked a little different at first. I think it's back to normal again. This is a little better. I know she put some stuff up here, and that was probably why my lips swelled up. And then when she did down here, that's probably why my lower lip swelled up. I didn't ask for a lip, and I don't think I got it either, which is cool because I don't know. As long as it's this way is fine. I don't know if it's a little different, but it's okay. If it is, that's great. So, anyway, they had said that once the collagen starts doing its thing, these may get better. They might get better. They are better than before I got it. I know they are, but they're just not gone, and it's a bugaboo of mine. These things right here, really, those are almost like the pot belly, and then my neck. She did some stuff on my neck, and I didn't even know you could do stuff on your neck with this fat grafting. I guess it didn't make sense to me to add fat when you already have fat, like, but I don't know. She did something because I had a scab back here and I had one back here, and I'm numb under here, numb. And this may not, I moved the computer so I didn't have to look down into it because I think that makes it look worse. But honest, yeah, and I don't know, this cow thing, that's part of people, I think. But basically, I do think my neck looks a lot better than it did, and I wasn't even expecting that. So, hey. So that's it. That's the sum total. And yeah, I just hope the swelling goes down someday. It's funny because I'm looking at these real fast to catch up on uploading. I never uploaded anything after the surgery, and so why not upload it? And looking back, yeah, my lips were pretty big there for a minute. I think they're back to normal now. I'm kind of glad. I looking at those ones from right afterwards. Yeah, that just doesn't look right on me. uh, it's also kind of funny as I'm watching these, briefly editing these videos from the first couple of weeks that I took. Um, it's kind of interesting. I kept saying how I felt pretty good. I feel pretty good, right? And now when I look at it on today's video, I say, oh, that first, 3 weeks was really rough. Maybe I'm just losing patience with the length of time it is to become completely normal. I would like to say I do feel pretty good.